The Honor View 20 is one of the first flagship phones of 2019. This phone is bold and eye-catching. A punch-hole display also gives the View 20 among the highest screen-to-surface ratios around. This phone has a rear fingerprint scanner pad on the back. This phone has a 6.4-inch screen of 1080 by 2310 resolution. It's an LCD rather than an OLED. This phone packs a 4000 mAh battery. It has two rear cameras, one is 48 megapixel IMX586 main camera, but the second is a time-of-flight 3D camera. Cameras has an AI scene mode, which attempts to recognize the subject. You can shoot video at up to 1080p at 60 fps or 4K at 30 fps. In the front, there is a 25 megapixel selfie camera. Selfie quality is good and it handles low light conditions well. This phone runs Android 9.0 with Magic UI 2.0 resting on top. This is Honor's own version of EMUI software used in Huawei phones. The Honor View 20 has a high silicon Kirin 980 chipset. Huawei's Mate 20 Pro uses the same CPU. There are two variants of this phone. One is 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. Another one is 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. There's no official water resistance, no wide-angle camera and no wireless charging. Still, the View 20 is one of the best Honor phones to date. Redmi K20 smartphone was launched on 28th May 2019. The phone comes with a 6.39-inch touchscreen display with a resolution of 1080 by 2340 pixels and an aspect ratio of 19.5 by 9. Redmi K20 is powered by a 1.8 GHz octa-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 730 processor that features 6 cores clocked at 1.8 GHz and 2 cores clocked at 2.2 GHz. It comes with 6GB of RAM. The Redmi K20 runs Android Pie and is powered by a 4000 mAh battery. The Redmi K20 supports proprietary fast charging. As far as the cameras are concerned, the Redmi K20 on the rear packs a 48 megapixel primary cameras with an 1.75 aperture and a pixel size of 1.6 micron. The rear camera setup has autofocus. It sports a 20 megapixel camera on the front for selfies. The Xiaomi Redmi K20 Pro comes in different colors like carbon black, flame red and glacier blue. Sony Xperia 10 Plus smartphone was launched in February 2019. The phone comes with a 6.50-inch touchscreen display and an aspect ratio of 21 by 9. It is powered by an octa-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 636 processor. It comes with 4GB of RAM. As far as the cameras are concerned, this phone on the rear packs a 12 megapixel primary camera and a second 8 megapixel camera. The rear camera setup has autofocus. It sports a 8 megapixel camera on the front for selfies. Sony Xperia 10 Plus based on Android 9.0 and packs 64GB of inbuilt storage that can be expanded via microSD card up to 512GB. This phone runs Android 9.0 and is powered by a 3000 mAh battery and supports proprietary fast charging. It was launched in black, gold, navy and silver colors. Samsung Galaxy A50 have carved back and light build. It offers excellent in-hand feel. The panel is dominated by a stunning nearly edge-to-edge display with a U-shaped notch on top and a slight chin at the bottom. The phone comes with Infinity U Super AMOLED screen that just looks fabulous. It has a full HD Plus resolution with 19.5 by 9 aspect ratio. The screen is bright, vibrant and seems well calibrated. The Galaxy A50 display also comes embedded with a fingerprint sensor. The Samsung Galaxy A50 is driven by an Exynos 9610 chipset. The Galaxy A50 consists of triple camera system as one of its major highlights. Samsung has once again opted for a 25 megapixel primary sensor with 1.7 aperture, which is coupled with a 5 megapixel sensor which have 2.2 aperture and an 8 megapixel wide angle sensor which have 2.2 aperture also. For selfie lovers, there is also a 25 megapixel camera which have 2.0 aperture placed right inside the U-shaped notch. The design is cool, AMOLED display is good quality, the One UI software is better than what most other Android brands have to offer and battery backup is excellent. The day-to-day performance should be good enough for average users over a longer period of time. The Honor 20 Lite is the low-cost version of Honor 20. The Honor 20 Lite is designed to offer the basic look, feel and feature that can be found on modern flagship phones in a budget-friendly package. Its 6.21-inch LCD screen is big, plenty bright enough, and well balanced. A full HD Plus resolution offers ample pixels for all. You have a 24-megapixel 1.8 aperture main sensor and an 8-megapixel wide-angle lens and another one with 2-megapixel sensor. One of the three sensors, the 2-megapixel one, is purely for depth detection. Selfie camera, which really shows the company targeting at young audiences for this phone. It's technically got the same AI smarts and HDR capabilities as the rear array. The Honor 20 Lite has EMUI software sitting on top of Android 9. EMUI 9.0 is cleaner and more fluid than it used to be. It also has its unique advantages with an ability to tweak the phone's settings and general appearance with themes in a way that stock Android cannot do. It runs on the Kirin 710 chipset from Huawei subsidiary HiSilicon. The Honor 20 Lite packs 4GB of RAM, which is a considerable bump up from 3GB of Honor 10 Lite. The Honor 20 Lite is another well-balanced, desirable budget phone with a standout camera.